These are the 5 cars that defined muscle's golden decade, starting with the one that invented it. Number 5. 1964 Pontiac GTO. In 1964, General Motors had a corporate ban on engines bigger than 330 cubic inches in its intermediates. John DeLorean, Bill Collins, and marketing man Jim Wangers didn't argue with the rule. They went around it, slipping Pontiac's full-size 389 into the mid-size Tempest Lemans, and calling the whole thing an option package, so management couldn't kill it as a new model. Then they stole the name Gran Turismo Omologato straight off a Ferrari, just to make sure everybody was paying attention. The standard 389 ran a single Carter 4-barrel, good for 325 horsepower and 428 pound-feet of torque. Check the tri-power box and you got 3 2-barrel Rochester 2G carbs and 348 horsepower, backed by a close ratio 4-speed. Of those 32,450 first-year cars, just 8,245 got the tri-power setup. The legend was sealed by Car and Driver's March 1964 cover story, pitting the Pontiac GTO against Ferrari's GTO, with numbers so outrageous the industry gasped. Years later, Wangers admitted the test cars were ringers, secretly fitted with 421 cube engines. The first muscle car legend was built on a fib. Nobody has ever cared. Number 4. 1966 Plymouth Satellite 426 Hemi. The street Hemi exists because of a temper tantrum. Chrysler's 426 race Hemi carried Richard Petty to the 1964 NASCAR title. Ford protested, and the engine was banned for 65 because it wasn't available to the public. Chrysler boycotted the season, then solved the problem the only way that mattered. It put King Kong on the regular options list. Detuned from over 500 racing horsepower, the street version ran cast iron heads, a milder, solid lifter cam, 10.25 to 1 compression, and dual Carter AFB 4 barrels, still rated at 425. Horsepower at 5,000 revolutions per minute and 490 pound-feet at 4,000. Rated conserved. Dyno tests put a bone stock example over 430. Car and Driver tested a Hemi Satellite in its April 1966 issue and ran the quarter in 13.8 seconds. At 103.8 miles per hour, calling it the best machine of the entire hot intermediate class. Just 817 satellite hardtops and a microscopic 27 convertibles left the line with the Hemi that year. Find a matching numbers 4-speed convertible today and you're looking at one of the rarest Mopars on earth. Most experts aren't sure how many even survive. Number 3. 1967 Shelby GT500. By 1967, Carroll Shelby was done building stripped-out race replicas. He wanted a big block bruiser that could cruise all day and still humiliate anything at a stoplight. So, Shelby American took the newly enlarged Mustang Fastback, stretched the nose in fiberglass, and stuffed in the biggest engine that would fit. That engine was Ford's 428 cubic inch Police Interceptor V8, breathing through dual Holly. 4 barrels on a medium-rise aluminum intake, rated at 355 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Rated because everyone from insurance agents to magazine testers suspected the real number sat closer to 400. Buyers chose a 4-speed manual or a 3-speed automatic, and either way got the first true big block Shelby Mustang. Exactly 2,048 GT500s were built for 1967, plus a handful of prototypes, including one demonstrator fitted with a genuine 427 racing engine from the Le Mans winning GT40 program, nicknamed the Super Snake, reportedly good for around 520 horsepower. Only one Super Snake was ever built, and when it crossed the block in 2013, it brought $1.3 million. Not bad for a tire demonstration car. Number 2. 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner. By 1968, the muscle car had a problem. It had gotten expensive. Plymouth's answer was pure genius. Take the lightest, cheapest Belvedere coupe, throw out the carpet, bolt in a big block, and sell it for thousands less than a loaded GTO. Then pay Warner Brothers $50,000 for the rights to a cartoon bird and another $10,000 developing a horn that actually went beep beep. The standard engine was no joke. A 383 wearing the heads, camshaft, intake, and windage tray. from the 440 Magnum rated at 335 horsepower through a 4-barrel and low-restriction dual exhaust. A heavy-duty 4-speed was standard, and for $714 more you could have the same 425 horse street Hemi from our number 4 pick in a car with a bench seat and rubber floor mats. Plymouth hoped to move maybe 20,000. It sold 44,559 in the first year alone, of which just 1,019 were Hemi cars. Proof that the fastest way to an American gearhead's heart has always been through his wallet. Beep, beep. Number 1. 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. The decade that began with a corporate loophole ended with one. GM still wouldn't allow anything over 400 cubic inches in a Camaro, so Illinois dealer Fred Gibb used the Central Office Production Order System, a fleet ordering backdoor meant for taxi paint colors, to order Camaros with an engine that had no business on a public road. COPO 9560. Under the cowl induction hood sat an all-aluminum 427 block and heads developed for Can-Am racing, roughly 100 pounds lighter than an iron big block with a forged crank, 12-1. Compression and an 850 cubic feet per minute Holly. Chevrolet rated it at 430 horsepower. Actual output was closer to 500, which made the ZL1 the most powerful engine the company had ever offered to the public. Here's the catch. The option alone cost $4,160.50 on a car with a base price of $2,727. The engine cost more than the entire Camaro it came in. Gibb ordered 50 and couldn't sell them. 33 went back to GM for redistribution. In total, just 69 were built. Today, the car dealers couldn't give away is a 7-figure blue chip. One sold at Barrett Jackson Scottsdale for $1,094,500, and the current record ZL1 sale stands at $1.43 million. The car nobody could afford new is now the car nobody can afford, period. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.